Welcome to Vibe Flow at Home. I'm Sue, and I'm so happy that you have created space for yourself in your day to be here on your mat, inside your body, and more importantly, inside your breath. Today, I'll be taking you through roughly a 25-minute restore class, which is going to be a great way to either start or end your day. So I will be cueing you, if you have your plate here, your home plate, as to when you should be turning on and off your plate. If you happen to have your earbuds or some headphones, I would pop those on now so you can hear me, hear the music, and get the best out of your practice this morning or evening. So with that, let's start in child's pose. Placing your knees wide, toes touch. Send your hands long down your mat. Send your hips towards your heels and begin to soften towards your mat. Now be mindful at any time when the plate is on that we're never resting our head directly on the plate. If you happen to have some blocks or some sturdy pillows, we can use those at the end of our home plate just so we have some support under our head. But right now, because our mat or our plate is not on, we'll be just resting our forehead onto the mat and beginning to settle into your sternum. Release all tension from your shoulders. Allow your belly to grow round and full. Take a big inhale through your nose. Fill your belly, your sternum, all the way to the crown of your head and hold. Exhale, soften your sternum. Contract your belly and hold. Take a big inhale through your belly. Fill your sternum all the way to the crown of your head and hold. Exhale, soften your sternum, contract your belly, and hold. One last time, biggest inhale, drink up, fill up all the way to the crown of your head, expand your ribs and hold. Can you take one more sip of breath and hold? Audible exhale, release. Allow yourself to just melt into the mat. Release any tension from your lower back and just take big, beautiful belly-filled breaths. Now, as you begin to contract your belly, tucking around through your lower pelvic floor. Begin to drag the fingertips with a little bit of resistance all the way up your mat. And begin to place your hands onto your knees, perhaps drawing your knees just a little bit more narrow in line with your hips, and just begin to arc and round your spine, a seated cat-cow, just squeezing the elbows in towards your side body. Just an easy undulation, releasing in and out of your spine, creating some breath, some energy, some blood flow. Allowing your breath to lead you. Exhale. Now work your way to a seated position. Let's place our left foot in front of our right. This will be the perfect time for us to turn on our home plates. Once your home plate is on, just begin to allow the benefits, the vibration to permeate through your body. When we receive the vibration, it truly allows us to recalibrate the body back to a state of neutral. It's a beautiful way to release stress and tension, and it ignites our lymphatic system. So just place your hands on your knees, grow long through the crown, root down through your sits bones. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes, or you just simply look down the bridge of your nose, soften your shoulders, and reach your crown towards the sky. Draw your lower pelvic floor up and in, and your navel to your spine. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through your nose. 2 more times to recalibrate the body that all good things come in threes. Inhale, drink up. Exhale, heating through the inside, through the nose. Exhale. One last time. And exhale. Beautiful. Releasing the palms to either sides of the body. Sweep the arms all the way up. Inhale, draw all the energy that belongs to you. Place it between the palms and draw it all the way into your heart center. Bow to yourself, bow to your practice, and bow to whatever brought you to your home plate today. One last time, big inhale, drink up, fill up. And as you exhale, allow your left hand to reach down to the left side and place your right hand to the outside of the left head. Now you're going to be able to direct how much pressure you'd like on the head to feel the stretch through the left side of your neck, and begin to just flex the palm as much as you can. So as you flex the palm, you may begin to feel a tingling sensation through the middle finger all the way up through the inside of your arm. So what we're going to be doing is just beginning to create this half circle, guiding the heel of your hand forward and backwards. The benefit of this is that we're doing a little bit of nerve flossing. So our nerves, they're encased in these sheaths, and sometimes with our muscle tension, they get tight. You may get some nerve pain. This is a beautiful way to release tension throughout your neck, to release any nerves that happen to be pinched or tight, just simply at your desk. So at any time throughout your workday and your neck is feeling a little bit tight and you need a little bit of movement, just begin to place your hand on your head, feel the stretch through the neck, and just push the heel down of your hand and the fingers towards the ceiling. And you can take just a few more sweeping motions here. Release the right palm, sweep both arms all the way up. Inhale, arms up, drink up, fill up. Exhale, let's take that over to the opposite side. Feeling that pull of the heel to the floor and the fingertips to the ceiling, and just take notice how it feels different from side to side. Now, there is no right or wrong way to feel, but just listening. The more we listen to our bodies, the better we get to know them, the more we can tell when perhaps something may be a little off. So the more we breathe, the more we feel, the more we listen, the more we learn. So again, just feeling how much of an arc you may need, and if it feels good to hang out maybe a little bit further forward, you can hang out here, or maybe holding it back feels better, so just listen to your body. Let your body be your guide. Taking one more sweep forward and back. Release the left palm, take a big sweeping motion. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, allow the hands to sweep behind the back. Let's interlace our fingertips, clasp them together, drive your knuckles down towards your mat and lift your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, shine your heart forward, and now take a big inhale through your nose. And exhale, begin to work your way into whatever forward fold your body is requiring here and now. Your hands may float towards the ceiling. Perhaps they only float towards the back wall, and that's okay. We're just releasing into our shoulder girdle. Take a big inhale, roll up, undulate through the spine. Allow it to become as wave-like as possible. Exhale, forward fold. One last time. Inhale, roll up, drink up, fill up. Sweep both arms all the way up. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's allow our hands to come to the top of our mat, placing them underneath our shoulders and drawing your right knee under your right hip and your left knee underneath your left. So in our bridge pose, take a tuck and round, begin to arc and round your spine into this cat-cow. So your cat-cow may look different than my cat-cow because we all have different bodies, different needs. And just allow your breath, your body to guide you to any place that just may feel sticky or stuck. These could be physical places, these could be energetic places. Just allow your breath to be your guide. Perhaps as you arc through the spine, you like to shift your weight into the heels, releasing into the lower back. Maybe it's sending the weight forward into the palms, releasing through the shoulders, or even perhaps it's these big barrel rolls, just allowing yourself to feel the whole circumference of your rib cage. Beautiful. Work yourself through whatever last few moments you need in this cat-cow and meeting me back in a neutral position. Now begin to shift your weight backwards. If you happen to have blocks, you can grab them now. Mine are here at the back of my mat, and I'm going to place them underneath my palms. Placing them underneath my palms, tucking my toes and splaying them. And you can shift and maneuver your blocks in any way you want at any given time, but just beginning to just take a little rock forward and back, easing into the balls of our feet. These feet are things that we walk around on every day. So little do they get the attention that they deserve. So just finding some easy rocks forward and back. Before working our way to a place of stillness, and we won't be here long, allowing yourself to be guided by your breath and listening how much pressure, how much body weight you need to just release into your toes. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale. One more time, big inhale, drink up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Now grab these blocks, untuck your toes, just place them forward and just give your feet a little tap. Maybe give a little ankle roll, release into your feet, your ankles. And as you bring your hands all the way forward, allow your right foot to be guided to the top of the mat and placing your right knee over top of your ankle. Now taking your right block, placing it to the inside of your right foot, taking a big inhale, lengthen through your spine. Now your back left knee may be bent. It's all going to be dependent on how your hip flexors are feeling today. Listening and growing through your spine, take a big inhale, allow gravity to take over to release into your left hip flexor. Take a few big breaths here. Feeling as though the energy is pulling you all the way through the crown. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Perhaps that's taking the blocks and placing them a little flat, maybe keeping the palms all the way onto the blocks. Maybe that's taking forearms down. If it feels good, allow your right foot to just gently and easily turn out to a natural turnout position, toes kind of pointing out to the right side of your mat. Take a big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow the head to grow heavy. We are finding our first edge of our left hamstring, our right hip. And as we breathe into this edge, truly feel as though that your breath is like a beautiful, huge wave that is slowly eroding ashore. So with every breath, being able to find a little bit deeper of a feeling, a stretch. And always reminding yourself that our bodies truly are like seasons. How you feel yesterday will definitely not be how you feel today, and ultimately not how you will feel tomorrow. With every breath, beckoning in this sense of softness. And perhaps as your breath erodes this edge, you sink a little bit deeper. And again, this may just be an energetic feeling, this may be a physical feeling, perhaps that's taking the blocks completely away, or perhaps it's staying exactly where you are, because that is where your body needs to be. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. 2 more times, big inhales. And exhales. 1 last time, big inhale. Exhale. On your last inhale, beginning to walk the body upright. Draw your foot back in line with your hip. Place your block to the outside and begin to shift your weight back into your left knee, extending through your right. So now your leg may not become completely straight, and that's okay because hamstrings are finicky things. Just keeping support underneath the palms. Take a big inhale, lengthen through your spine. Release any tension from your quads, but keep your toes drawn all the way up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, begin to just simply waterfall the body over top of your right leg. Now drawing your left hip up towards the top of your mat and really driving your femur, your right leg, back towards your right hip. Now this just may be a very small movement, a small forward fold, or maybe it's a little bit deeper. And placing the blocks wherever they may need to be, if an allowance of allowing belly to thigh, or perhaps it's just keeping yourself nice and high and supported on your blocks. Just remembering to be led with your breath and breathing into the edge of your right hamstring. Just take notice what comes up for you here. At any time you begin to feel anything that is perhaps a little burning, any type of searing sensation, know when to pull back and also know when to push forward. Your breath will guide you. Taking 3 more big inhales and exhales. Last time, biggest inhale yet. Exhale, release. Begin to shift your weight forward and draw your right knee back towards your left and give yourself just a little shift side to side into your hips. If at any time you need a little additional support underneath your knee, you can absolutely just roll your mat underneath your knee, or if you happen to have a towel or something, you can grab that too from home. Coming back to that nice neutral bridge position, allow your left foot to be drawn up towards the top of the mat. Guide your blocks up with you. Place it to the inside of your left foot. Settle gently into your right hip flexor. Take a big inhale, lengthen through your spine, grow through the crown. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, allow yourself to waterfall over top of your arms. Allow the crown to be heavy. Let the crown reach towards the ground. And again, my shape and your shape may be different, and that's okay. You can guide your left foot out slightly, pointing toes to the left side of your mat. And just taking notice, how does this side feel from the last? Are you holding back anywhere? Is there a place where you can allow your breath to just become exploratory? Can you envision your breath just circulating through those places where you're being held onto? Breathing into this first edge, allowing your wave-like crashing breaths to erode this edge to find a deeper space. Taking 3 big inhales and exhales. With every breath, beckoning in that sense of softness and melting. One last time, your biggest breath yet. Big inhales and exhales. Tracking your left foot back towards the top of your mat. Placing your block to the outside of your left foot and beginning to shift your weight back into your right knee and extending through the left. Again, driving your right hip up towards the top of your mat and your left hip back, keeping your hips nice and square. Take a big inhale, lengthen through your spine, keeping toes pointing up towards the ceiling, settling into your hamstring. Release all tension from your quad. And as you exhale, allowing yourself to just begin to melt over top of your left leg, adjusting blocks or pillows or perhaps books to wherever you need to be the most supported. And if at any time your mind begins to wander outside of this space, which is your body, just beckon it back in with your breath, beckon it into your heart, and allow yourself to become profoundly present within your body, in your breath, and knowing that in these places of stillness, we are doing the most important work. Taking 3 big inhales and exhales. Last 2. Last 1. On your next inhale, begin to walk the body upright. Shift the weight forward, send your left knee to join the right. Cross at your ankles and find your seat. Now just place your blocks to the end of your mat so they're stacked on one another, because eventually we'll be able to rest our heads here. Beginning to shift our weight back down to the middle of our mat and rolling down onto our back and finding the back of our head onto our blocks. Draw both knees into the chest, clasp the hands to the shins, give the full weight of the legs to the arms, and just gently rock yourself side to side, releasing into the lower back. Send the right leg long, send the left knee being hugged closely into the chest, and perhaps give yourself a little internal and external rotation of your knee before gently guiding it over to the right side. Perhaps shifting your hips a little bit over to your left, placing your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and allow your hand to either reach towards the back wall or cactus your arm, gazing over top of your left shoulder. Take 3 big inhales and exhales here, and at every exhale, softening a little bit deeper into your spine. Just a gentle supine twist. Perhaps feeling the expansion through the front of the left shoulder. On your last breath, drawing the left knee back into the chest, right knee joins. Create a tight little ball by drawing your knees in towards your chest. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, send the left leg long, right knee to chest. Release into the left hip flexor. Give your hip a little rock forward, side to side, internal, external rotation before guiding it over to your left side, shifting your hips over to the right, reaching your right hand towards the opposite side, placing your left hand to the outside of your right knee, or cactusing the arm. Energetically or physically kissing your shoulder to the mat. Take your gaze over to the right side. Take 3 big inhales and exhales. With every expansion of your breath, feel it fill your ribs and your heart. With every exhale, truly listening and feeling the contraction of the belly. 2 more times. Last breath. On your next inhale, one last time, rolling onto your back, drawing both knees to chest, finding that tight constriction, drawing nose to knees, inhale. And as you exhale, allow your legs to grow long down your mat. Allow them to flop open within their sockets. And just rest your hands easily and gently to either side. Now your body intuitively knows what it needs in any given moment, so take notice in the way in which your palms are facing. Are your palms facing up? Palms up to receive, palms down to ground, but keep them exactly where they are, because your body may change this from day to day, hour to hour, so just listening. And truly allowing yourself to find yourself in this place of rest. In this beautiful stillness. Because stillness is a place where we can become awakened into our bodies, where we can allow ourselves to begin to explore who our inner being is. It's a place of becoming, a place of transformation. And remembering that when we are being still, we are doing the most important thing there is. Now just allowing yourself to receive the full benefits of the vibration for the last few breaths of our class. Once you've completed your final and third breath, just allow yourself to roll over to your right side, keeping your head onto your block, placing your left palm down, pushing it into the mat, and working your way to a seated position. I'll invite you now to turn off your plate. Place your palms on your hands, on your knees, grow long through the crown, and just allow the referral vibrations to penetrate your body, to receive the benefits. I thank you so much for joining me here today to find space in your breath and in your body. Take a big inhale, arms up towards the sky. Draw all that beautiful energy that you just created into the palms above your head. Draw it all the way into your heart center. Take a final bow to yourself for making it to your mat. Until next time, thank you.